It was supposed to be a quiet, peaceful day for a retired veteran named Mike. Known for his service and love for the open road, his prized possession, a custom motorcycle, was more than just a bike. It was a symbol of freedom, memories, and years of dedication. But everything changed when an arrogant gang of bikers rode into town. Fueled by entitlement and ego, they decided to make Mike's bike their target. Without a second thought, they vandalized it, leaving behind shattered mirrors, deep scratches, and a broken heart. Mike, however, wasn't one to back down. As word of the incident spread, the community rallied behind him, determined to seek justice. What happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. A plan was set in motion, and a surprising twist left the gang facing consequences they never saw coming. Stay tuned to find out how justice struck back in the most unexpected way. Mike had always been a man of principle, someone who believed in respect and honor. His bike wasn't just a mode of transportation. It was a gift from his late wife, customized with emblems from his military service. It held sentimental value that no amount of money could replace. When he saw the damage, the hurt ran deep, but what truly stung was the brazenness of it all. The gang hadn't even tried to hide their actions, laughing as they rode away, leaving destruction in their wake. The local community, who admired Mike for his quiet strength and kind nature, was outraged. Neighbors, fellow bikers, and even strangers who'd heard the story started reaching out. While Mike struggled to make sense of it all, something bigger was happening behind the scenes. Unbeknownst to the gang, their actions had been caught on camera. People were watching, and the wheels of justice were turning. As the news of the vandalism spread, whispers of the gang's reckless behavior reached more corners of the town. It wasn't the first time they had caused trouble, but this time felt different. Targeting a veteran, a man who had served his country, struck a nerve with everyone. While the gang saw themselves as untouchable, their arrogance would soon lead to their downfall. Meanwhile, Mike tried to keep his emotions in check, focusing instead on cleaning up the damage. Each scratch felt personal, a reminder of the disrespect he had endured. But he wasn't alone. A group of local bikers, many of them veterans themselves, showed up at his garage offering not just support but solutions. These were people who understood loyalty and justice, and they weren't about to let the gang get away with this. As plans began to take shape, the gang remained unaware that their actions were under scrutiny. Hidden cameras from a nearby store had captured everything: the vandalism, their faces, even the license plates on their bikes. The evidence was undeniable, but the question remained: how would it all unfold? The tension was building, and everyone in town was ready to see how justice would be served. The local bikers didn't waste any time. With the evidence in hand, they reached out to the authorities, ensuring every detail was documented. But this wasn't just about legal action. It was about making a statement. The community wanted the gang to understand the weight of their actions, not just in a courtroom, but on a personal level. As the gang continued their carefree rides, oblivious to the growing storm, the town quietly came together. Mike's allies began spreading the word, gathering everyone who shared their values of respect and justice. A plan was brewing, one that would remind the gang that they weren't as untouchable as they thought. Mike, though reluctant at first, realized this wasn't just about him. It was about standing up to behavior that hurt not just individuals, but the entire community. The stage was set, and the gang was about to face the consequences in a way they never saw coming. Every piece was falling into place, and the tension was unbearable. What would happen next? Everyone held their breath, waiting for the moment everything would come to light. Just when everything seemed to be falling into place, an unexpected twist threatened to derail the plan. One of the gang members, seemingly remorseful, approached Mike. He claimed he had nothing to do with the vandalism and even hinted that some in the group had started questioning their actions. His words planted a seed of doubt. Was this a genuine act of regret or a calculated move to shift the blame? The community was divided. Some thought it was a trick to dodge accountability, while others believed there might be a chance to turn the situation around without escalating further. But as Mike wrestled with the decision, another shocking revelation came to light. The gang wasn't just targeting him. They had a history of harassing others in nearby towns, leaving a trail of intimidation and damage. This wasn't just about justice for Mike anymore. It was about stopping them for good. The stakes had never been higher, and time was running out. Would they take the chance to confront the gang head-on, or would this new development complicate their efforts? The tension was palpable, and everyone could feel that the showdown was closer than ever. The day finally arrived when everything came to a head. With the evidence in hand and the community standing firmly behind him, Mike decided it was time to confront the gang. The local authorities, fully briefed on the gang's history, organized a surprise intervention at a popular gathering spot the bikers frequented. As the gang lounged confidently, completely unaware of what was about to unfold, a convoy of motorcycles rolled in, led by Mike and the local bikers. Behind them were the police, ready to ensure things stayed under control. The gang's smug expressions faded as the evidence was presented, their bravado crumbling in the face of undeniable proof. But just when it seemed like justice was served, the unexpected twist came. The gang's supposed remorseful member stepped forward again, this time with an explosive confession. He wasn't just distancing himself from the vandalism. He had secretly been gathering evidence against his own group, fed up with their behavior. His testimony revealed deeper crimes, ensuring the gang faced even harsher consequences. As the authorities took the gang into custody, Mike felt a sense of closure. His bike, though damaged, was being repaired by the community, and the town's unity had grown stronger. Justice had prevailed, but it wasn't just about the bike. It was about restoring respect and showing that no one is above accountability. With the gang held accountable and the weight of the conflict lifted, the town began to heal. Mike, though initially reluctant to be the center of attention, couldn't ignore the outpouring of support from the community. His repaired bike, now shining like new, became a symbol of resilience and unity. The remorseful gang member, who had risked everything to expose the truth, was given a chance to start fresh. His courage reminded everyone that change was possible, even in the most unlikely of circumstances. For Mike, the experience was a reminder of the power of standing together. It wasn't just about seeking justice for himself. It was about showing that no act of disrespect would go unanswered when a community stood as one. As he took his first ride on his restored bike, he felt a renewed sense of hope. The road ahead was clear, and justice had paved the way.